to a full month. And since, you know, well, was it? Well, let me do case from 3 weeks. I mean, there may be 6 weeks. My son, 6 weeks. I just been counting. I got a little bit mistake. And for those out there who have large families, or people are very close proximity to you, and they don't have that, the issues. Well, this is another game that play like a little big group, but like in the house and home. This one is from the Monopoly Deal faction, except this one has a theme of Transformers. Yep, and there's the front is Optimus Prime. Collect 3 sets of Transformers to win. Hasbro's 15 minutes the amount game time, the 2 to 5 players. Somehow I know that the other Monopoly games have the 4 players, but this one indicates a 5. Oh, the events must be their maximum. Age is 8 and above. There's the side view, the same thing. And here's the back. You can pause if you want to, shortly read it. Then there's 10 content cards. If you also want to go check out on theirs, on the other games they had, because this one is very old one with the some serial number and everything. Yep, and it's scene of Transformers. Well, that's it for the box. So let me put it here. And for the card image, that's what it is. Looks like you get the basic characters, the some of the numbers is like some of the same action. The let's see, the 4 basic reminder rules to pass on to the players. And also here's the list how to win, to set up. You can slowly post it and semi-read it if you want, since saying it one by one might be a little bit far stretched. And but it looks like if you're playing the game, almost resembling the Magic the Gathering from my old days in the 90s, the Magic the Gathering games, except this one, you have to use the each and every one of them cards, somehow the characters and the stuff. And for the indication of winning the game, it mentioned 3 sets. Well, this set, one side of the green looks like a wild card, multicolor, and gray. It indicates 2 sets to make it complete, and this one's 3, which means that that's how it is. And also, let's jump to the cards with the details here. Let's see here. First off here, we get the Betrayed card. That's it, Betrayed card. It's a indication that you can attack any opposing players and try to get their card before it being complete, but you can attack them with a full set, more than meets the eye. This one is the strongest one due to the fact that it indicates that still a complete set. Now this one, everyone will try to scramble to get their hands on this action card, which in order to complete the entire set of yours. Namely, you already got the complete set, and this one came into play there. Now let's see here, and we got, hold on, let's just put it down. We got here the Energon Raid, namely the Energon cards are indicating on this one. These are Energon cards, which I showed you a few moments ago. And let's see here. This Energon Raid here, and then we get an attack card. Attack value of the any type of enemy you got. I mean, for example, this one here, their attack value is 2, 4, 7. Well, 2 if you only have this one on the deck. If you have 2 the same number, it multiplied to 4, and this one added with a 3, it's a 7 points attack. Which also this one added with it is a multiplier, but strangely enough, it's a 3. You gotta use your Energon card to activate this. Plus we got what's here? Double attack. Let's see, play with attack. Play with attack. No, sorry if it's a little bit dusty. It's been put on the side here. Double attack, attack values of your game. Like for example, here is 4 will become an 8, which means it's also on the enemy side, which you have to surrender a card or the game micro master. Add onto any full set to add 3 to its attack value, except cities and the planet ones. The city transformers and planet transformers are a prompt. Let's see, combiner. Add onto a full set to add 4 to its attack value. Another would be except cities and planets. When they meant cities and planets, it mentioned this. It has the small value or a little bit large, but it's only 2 sets. There. One is only one level, 1 attack point, and it's 2 attack points. Let's see. We got up there is the malfunction. Oh, here it is. Malfunction swap any robot with another player. Now this one is a very painful one because if you're trying to complete a set on your hand, this one will make you surrender that piece and try to relinquish it. Up next is force field. With you're trying to make a defense here, like a counter attack, this one will activate on play time. If your opponent tries to use an action card on you, this one it will quickly temporarily stop the opponent, then it will skip the turn in between. Power links. All players give you 2 energons. 2 energons, or actually let's see, the card here. Yeah, 2 energons, if not, any on the deck. Sorry about that, folks. It's a little bit windy here in this small room. Let's see about that. An attack card. Now this one only indicates which color or from what type of E will be used. For example, you have on your deck is a red, then your attack value will come from only the number here on the red, which means either be 4 or 2, and its opponent, it can be switched over to the yellow side. So there, which means either red or yellow on type of sphere on your deck. If not, then you can try to discard it and wait for your turn. And this one, circuit boost, right here. Let's see what was in circuit boost. Let's see, circuit boost here. So pick 2 decks extra cards from the draw pile. Mainly in the draw pile, if it's reverse upside down, like say this one here, that's the upside down pile, and you pick it up, and you pick. That's where it is. And then let's see here. We got also wild. We have also match cards. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry about this one. Combiner at subtract value. Oh, we did that. Oh, this one here. Wild card. Wild cards are actually the let's see, it indicates the 2 colors, or indicating the emergency card you want. For example, if you face it this way, it means that you're looking for the what we call aquamarine color. If it's the other way, you only have one use for this. It's either the black settings, and you can see here for the value of one deck, 2 decks, 3 to 4, then these wild cards. That's how much you need to worry, because trying to complete that 2 deck might be quick, but the attack value you can send on your opponent or the other opposing players will just be 2 attack points. This one up to 4 attack points in order for you to gain their enemy prompts. And let's see here. This one is the multicolored robot wild card. Can add to be used part of any robot set. This card has no energon value. which means this only helps in assisting you in making it, for example, right here, 2 cards complete. That way, you can make an instant win. And for furthermore indication here, the entire deck is approximately consisting of with the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's also, I think it's 1, 2, 4 in this one on the wild cards. The action cards are very numerous. The energon cards have values named from 1 to 4. Oh yeah, this one with 3 to 5. The only shocking part for me here is that this is the only maximum level card on the entire deck. Namely, if you want to cash in every energy to play the add on your full set, for example, right here, and mainly you want to place the cards, then you have to discard it here and try to play the numbers. For example, here you need 4, but you can't add, but you need all of them in here. And the next wave, for example, like that. And also on shocking part, there's different colors. You cannot actually put this in the same number. For example, they're all on 1, but you can't because they're in different colors. You have to make it on the same colors. For example, like this, the greens all in green, the magentas all magentas, red all in red. So that means that this game is on color combination as the same. The only exceptional ones are the wild cards. This multi one, but you got no value, which means you're an easy, quick face down. And this one, the robot wild card, namely it can be substitute for if you don't have that card on play. So this might be a little bit challenging. That's why it's 8 and above. But it is nice because you have 3 games, so you can play with 4 people, and it does give you 15 minutes of fun, or much longer if trying to outwit your opponents or players. Since sorry folks, it's a little bit messy here, but let me just put this away. I know what I think, but this is a nice deck to play with. I mean, for those who are card enthusiasts, like those gaming cards, well, this one is the pinnacle for happy-go-lucky Transformer fans. Me, I'm part Transformer fans. I mean, I got back then the toys, but since they're gone, but I still have these cartoons and also a bit of those the video games that I I play on the desktop. So there, that's what it is. And there's it, folks. This is Serial Killer, and hope to see you folks like and subscribe on my channel. I'll still keep on making more contents, and if not entirely content, but I'll try to get extra more, because due to a little bit with a little bit of quarantine, we're a little bit on small time, like I'm not like LDS, but I just hope that people could subscribe and like my channel. Well, signing off, and thank you.